Dintle ends up in a coma after falling off the rooftop with Mr. Malaza, the guide, who died on the spot, and her girls are devastated. Untutu is off the hook because the recordings prove that he was not involved or he didn't know about the human trafficking, but his criminal record is getting reinstated. Hi, welcome to my channel. Here's an update on Scandal. So Untutu got Mr. Malaza to admit that what they're doing is indeed human trafficking, although he's got a fancy name for it, saying he's a supply and demand, supplier Bantu with what they need. And then as to if it's going to be a problem, Dintle was like, you need to play along, act as if you're okay with it. Miss Manas was like, okay, fine, if you're fine with it, prove who your lawyer again, call Halalelo to come here. Dintle was like, you're going to have to make that call. Tutuka then tries phones Halalelo with a private number because his phone was ruined. And Khaled was like, why are you calling with a private number? Untutu was like, please come to the rooftop. Your trip to Norway is back on, and I want to have arranged a picnic for you, a surprise, so that we can celebrate and I say goodbye properly. Khaled is starting to wonder, what do you mean back on? Because you were going to trap Mr. Malaza. So it's like something is off. But Khaled is with her dad, and her dad is like, are we lap? Are we more? That's not where we are going. I'm calling the police. And her dad was spot on, Claire, because what if she had gone there? What would have happened to her? And then Tuso starts asking questions. Where is Nati? While they're waiting for Halalel, because Masala is starting to get impatient. What happened to Nati? Is Nati really okay? Is she really in Italy? As I confess, Miss Malaza, Nati, La Icona, there's no coming back there. And she was like, so they were right all along. We are the guide when. As we touch up, maybe been speaking to Mutabi, and then realizes Suntutu has been recording him. Finds the recording on his ear. At twins and Tutu, you're messing with the wrong guy. The next thing I'm cleaning at, who are you talking to? Who's your friend? The friend, and then he starts screaming, friend, come up, come out. Dintle realizes, damn it, we're caught. And Dintle then showed up at, please, Mutluhele, leave him alone. Who guide us? When? Because the first time the guide got exposed was Udintle. Udintle's back again to ruin his mission again. So it's like, when a 40. If you want me to let go of Tutu, come and take his place. Dintle is just standing there scared. And was like, don't do it, Dintle. Run for your life. Baleka. Dintle then decided to run. Mahamba Dintle, instead of going down the stairs and go downstairs, Dintle goes to the rooftop because they're at the rooftop. Dintle remains at the rooftop. They're on top. Mr. Malaza looks for him. The next thing Dintle realizes was that there's no way out because they're at the rooftop. They start fighting. They're pushing each other. The next thing, I think Mr. Malaza was trying to push Dintle off the roof. Kanu Dintle was holding on to him. They both fell down. Untutu was just screaming, Dintle. And then at least Dintle landed on top of Mr. Malaza. So it seems like Mr. Malaza is the only one that's badly hurt, and apparently Mr. Malaza did not make it. This time around, he's dead for good. And Dintle is critical, but she still has a pulse, so she ends up in hospital. The way Tutu was so devastated because he's the one that got Dintle involved in this whole thing at Mang and Zayn, because what just happened? And then he's at the police station, I think giving a statement or whatever. Halala comes, how are you feeling? What's going on? And he starts filling her in, because Mr. Malaza almost killed me. Dintle savile, but look at this now. Dintle is unconscious, she's in a coma. Joe feels bad. And then Captain Khan goes to fill in the girls about what happened, about the incident, Dintle and the guide falling off the rooftop. They're scared, thinking, is our mom dead? Is she okay? But she's badly injured, but she's in hospital. So Untutu then gets questioned by Detective Wezi, saying, yes, but I know what you did was very wrong, because how do you confront a criminal like that? Look what you've done now. Now we'll never know how big his syndicate is. We'll never know who other victims are and who he's working with. I thought he's going to Tugati, at least his criminal record. He does not know how the whole thing happened, and that at least he will not be arrested for this whole thing, because the recordings that Dintle took clearly state that Tutu was not involved. He was not aware of the human trafficking. But criminal record that was erased is going to be reinstated. So he's still going to have his criminal record, that girl, Mpumi. And then the kids go to see their mom, Dintle. They're going through down memory lane, thinking about all the good times they had together. And Ukain decides, let's pray for our mom. She's just lying there in a coma, unresponsive. Dintle. I hope she makes it. She's definitely going to make it. Dintle is a tough cookie. And then Detective Wizzy, Captain Quinn, find out that there's a guy inside who is feeding those criminals information, who has been feeding people and erasing missing dockets and all that. Now they've got the culprit. Utoriso tells Tubbs that the reason you were with me, you wanted to make sure that you had an alibi. I wish you would have told me and not lied to me. But Tubbs says that he was just trying to protect her. And then Potsotso no mom, Potsotso is saying that now he doesn't have a boss, he does not know what his future looks like, because obviously Timben is going to get sold. Mom such as when I too relax, you let you need to fight. You need to, when it kicks, you kick back. Hey, Umams is a fighter. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.